You're watching Draveyar Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Draveyar Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you another Let's Play episode of Fatal Force, Tragedy of the Lone Wolf Arc. I've been feeling a lot better the last few days. I still have a little bit of trouble, sleeping sometimes, but it has not been nearly as bad as the first two nights that it occurred. So, I'm doing a lot better, guys. I feel a hell of a lot better, too. Anyway, let's get right back into it, shall we? Let's have some crazy isekai anime wolf fun. I don't know. I want to see what this turns into. Alright. Hold up. That also means that he was the one who changed my clothes while I was still in a coma, which means he saw me naked. Well, it was more like dabbing you with a wet towel. He has to be teasing me. Sounds real fishy. Well, fishy or not, you should probably eat now. Your food is gonna get cold soon. Oh, right. I look at the dish, slices of bread and hot chocolate. Honestly, I just skip breakfast most of the time, at most eating some crackers. I grab a slice and bite into it. It's really, really nice bread. The moment it touched my mouth, it melted. It's so creamy, so tasty. Seems like you're enjoying it if I'm reading your face right. It's a new kind of bread I wanted to make as an experiment. Wait, what? He made this? Is he just turning me into a lab rat now? Wait, what? Experiment? Are you turning me into your guinea pig or something? Can't I? It's not like it's a crazy experiment. It's just normal flour, butter, some eggs. You know, the usual ingredients. I just wanted to explore some different mixtures and ratios of the ingredients, so it's entirely safe. But if you made it, surely some of your fur got into the bread. I'm using a glove, silly. He stared at me, slightly annoyed. Look, just continue your breakfast. I'm gonna check on your leg in the meanwhile. Ah, shit, the leg. Blah. I need to stop trying to remember that damn werewolf. They bit me pretty hard. Draveyar slowly lifted my leg closer to him and held it carefully. Seems he knows how to handle it. Is he a doctor or something? Alright, Nary. I'm gonna open up the bandage. Let me know if it hurts. Alrighty then. I returned back to eating the bread and noticed Draveyar sniffing my leg. Suddenly he grabbed my leg, which scared me a bit. Soon I feel a sharp pain. Except I felt nothing? What's wrong, Draveyar? I continued to sip the rest of the hot chocolate. Man, it's so damn good! Wait, did he also make this? It seems your leg is already healed. I spit the rest of the hot chocolate back into the cup. No, that can't be possible. Well, yeah, not quite. You were bitten by a werewolf after all. But when we found you passed out, the wound was so much deeper. I was the one who came to change and check on the bandages for you every day. Perhaps something yesterday sped up its healing. He stared at me with a stern, somewhat intimidating face. He began to open the bandage slowly and cautiously. Despite his stern appearance, he also looked a bit worried. Draveyar? He had already finished removing the rest of the bandage around my leg. Nothing. My leg had fully healed. No trace of a bite or any wounds at all, but something was telling me I wasn't in the clear. Am I gonna be... Yes. He answered briefly and tried to avoid looking at me. You will become a werewolf in the following full moon. And are you gonna keep me and kill me when the time comes? I started shaking uncontrollably. Just yesterday he told me that he kills werewolves. Surely I'm destined to fall to his hands then. I could feel tears welling up in my eyes. I'm gonna die, surely. Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. I won't allow it. He looked up at me with an anxious look on his face. Tears started streaming down my face. I could only feel despair now. Surely I'll lose control and hurt others, would I not? No, there is a way. Draveyar walked up closer to me and rested the back of his hand against my cheek, wiping my tears off and gently petting me. Is he trying to calm me? You see, I don't kill every werewolf I encounter. Not all of them deserve to die. You see, most werewolves I kill often are out for lust and revenge, killing random innocent humans for their own fun. But I believe that you are different, and there is still some time before the next full moon comes. Trust me. He looked at me with a warm smile. He's so gentle and cute. I should probably trust him more. So when is the full moon? And what should I do? Draveyar sat next to me on the bed. He rested his hand against my shoulder. The next full moon comes about 2 weeks from now. During these 2 weeks time, you need to find your arrow. Arrow? How do I describe this? People are easily swayed by triggers. Your heart is almost like a pendulum. It will sway back and forth between emotions with little certainty. An arrow is like a guide for you to strive for good, even during times when you're turning corrupt or losing control of yourself. It could be a keyword or just something that you're connected to dearly, like a loved one. Once you find it, you should be able to control yourself. I don't really quite get it. Is it supposed to be like an anchor? Draveyar scratches his head. Let's see. Take an example. Anger management. After people get angry, they usually go to something to vent off the anger or distract themselves. A coping mechanism. What would you do? I somewhat get what he means now, I guess. I've always ignored it and just played video games. Right, like that, basically. For an arrow, though, you need something more than that. A really strong one. It can be a memory. A good one, of course. A strong memory, huh? Well, I suppose I have one, with my family and my late mother. I look up back at Draveyar and smile. See? There you go. No need to be so worried. There's plenty of time. Well, I suppose I now have something to help me through that time of craziness. I looked down a bit from Draveyar's face. Now that he sat right up next to me, I'm only now realizing that he's really big. Look at that tongue. Look at that tongue, it's so cute! Most people would probably scream in utter fear, but I guess I've been desensitized to it because of the furry... Oh, that's such a funny sentence. You know, being with fursuiters, taking pictures, dancing together, and having a fun time knowing they're just costumes. But now I'm actually face to face with a monster, I guess, who never pretended to be a furry, mostly because they literally are. But something just felt really off about it. Draveyar, can I see your hand? Sure. Why? I just want to look at that. Draveyar was still a bit confused, but laid his hands out, palm up to me. Must be. Oh. What? Do you see my future? He chuckled. He's probably thinking I might be trying to fortune-telling on him. Your hands are different. Like, furries usually have paws for hands, but yours are just like what? He suddenly became focused on what I wanted to say. Well, you know, it looks human. It looks like a human hand, but covered in fur and claws. Ah, so you mean that someone like me, doesn't have paws like that of a feral, huh? Yeah, basically. If you want to see real ones, then you better check on Zero. Zero? I looked around and noticed he was already gone. I wonder where he is. I could hear a knock come from the door. Come in. The white wolf, Micky, enters the room again. Oh jeez, he's only wearing a towel now. And it's a really short one, too. I think I can feel that my nose is bleeding. Ah! That muscular body. Draveyar, did you see my... Oh. Good morning, Nary. That was a quick change of subject. He was probably pretending. Draveyar also seems to be rather suspicious of his behavior as well. That's lame. Not going to question it, though. Good morning, Micky. Gah, when must you use that name? He seems pretty annoyed being called that. You're rather energetic this morning, huh? Same goes to you. He looked at me and smirked. Damn, he can see right through me, huh? Guess he realizes I'm quite quickly turned on seeing him like that. Hey, Micky, can I see your hand? Huh? Just show your hand. Who knows? Today will be a lucky day. Wait, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Draveyar just smiled. Guess he just really likes playing around with Micky. Then, here. I didn't know you could do fortune-telling. Micky reached out his hand. I grabbed hold of it gently. It's so clean and white, and just like Dravyar's hands, is less paw-like and more humanoid. Sharp claws, too. Okay, so what does the future hold for me, huh? I can hear Draveyar snickering in the background. You're clean. Draveyar broke into a loud laugh. I feel a bit guilty now. I feel a little bit guilty about it now, though Micky seems to be blushing. Well then, I better get back to doing some training. And he's back to his old self. Training? He does workouts, never skips his morning routine. Oh. Heh, guess that explains his muscular body. Well, they're both pretty muscular. He's committed to do it every single day. If I did it, I'd probably do it for a day and then become too lazy to do it up to a point where I'd forget. That's actually kind of funny. I've been working out it pretty much almost every day for like the past 10 years, so I can understand how Micky feels. Okay. Well, if you want to join me, my rooms are open for you anytime. He smirked at me, being fishy again. Micky, huh? Draveyar looked at Micky with deep concern. Micky looked back at him and gave him a smile. Are they communicating using their own expressions? Shortly after, Micky left the room, with just Draveyar and I together alone in the room. His facial expression didn't change. Are you doing alright, Draveyar? Yes. You seem a bit worried about something. Nah, it's nothing really. It's nothing really. Draveyar forced out a smile onto his face, but I have a feeling he was still hiding something. I mean, regardless, I did learn something completely different about them, given their hands aren't even what I expected. There's definitely something different about these three compared to the others. Draveyar stood up and walked to the distant table. I just realized what it was that was on top of the table. A uniform. I know you've studied at that academy. Look, go bathe and get dressed. I've already prepared everything for you, alright? Wait, what? But how about my absence? I already have it settled for you. Just walk into class normally like nothing happened. Oh, and I have my people inside the building. They'll be watching over you for me. Draveyar winked gently at me and smiled. He left the room shortly after. Finally, some privacy, I suppose. Though I still can't help thinking of the fact that he helped bathe me a few days ago while I was still in a coma. Ugh, blah. I'm blushing. Now I'm wondering, he's good with medical treatment, given he seemed to know a lot about humans and how to help deal with wounds. But he's also really good at preparing meals. I think he... Does this affect anything? This is weird. This is a weird one. Doctor, a chef. A doctor, a chef. A doctor. He doesn't seem to have... Nah, he doesn't seem to have the, Yeah, he really doesn't seem to have the, professionalism of a doctor. Let's see. I'll choose that. I mean, after all, he did give me red meat to restore my blood. He even takes really good care of me. Though, something just doesn't sit right about him still. I'll have to figure it out soon. I tried to stand again since last night. Seems I can handle it a lot more normally now. But now I'm a werewolf. I slap my face and rush off to the bathroom. If only I know where the bathroom is. Where is it? Oh, wait. Another door at the corner of the room. Bathroom. Huh, so this is the room. So this room has its own personal bathroom. Well, that's that problem solved. I open the door. Ooh, that's pretty. Like, wow, this bathroom is really freaking clean. I turn on the shower and take a bath. Man, this feels really good. After a few minutes, I step out, grab a towel, and start drying my body. I look up at the mirror on the far wall. Ah! Furry! I could see a dark silhouette, like a dark furred beast. I closed my eyes and opened them again. The mirror didn't change. I was a monster. I took several deep breaths in desperation to try and calm myself down. Maybe this is normal for a new werewolf like me. Like, damn, I don't know what to think of this. For one, I'm no longer me, but like, hey, at least I became a real furry. Yeah, sure, a furry that will just slash at their loved ones and tear them limb from limb and feast on their flesh. Such despair. Just, why have I become this? I slapped myself again. No! I need to stay positive. I need to keep my arrow. Though, Draveyar, why an arrow? Why not just, like, an anchor? What am I thinking? I slap myself again. I grip my towel and start walking up to the mirror. I will, and I shall become a good wolf. What the hell? Suddenly the silhouette flickered a bit. Huh? I walk up closer. Oh, God, you little shit! It's paper. I peel it off from the mirror. There's something written on the back. Made by Zero. Oh, whoa. I'm speechless. Damn it, that sneaky little bastard. Zero! Man, I really just want to pull his tail if I meet that little... Ah, there we go. Alright. That was a new episode of Fatal Force. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!